FBI and the ATF are now investigating a string of at least 5 fires at predominantly black churches in the South.
Over 10 days, 6 predominantly black churches have been set ablaze in the St. Louis area of Missouri.
Black churches going back decades have been the targets for madmen, for racists.
If there's no sanctity and safety there, gosh, what have we come to as a society?
The black church was my daddy. The black church was where I went to school. The black church was my camp. It was my Christmas. That was my Santa Claus. And then we sit around here now talking about the old days. The old days is gone.
For many African Americans, these words hold true. But in a time when black churches are in the headlines for arson and mass shootings, it's hard not to believe that you're under attack. What if I told you this was Harlem? And what if I told you that these doors led to one of the most historical black churches in the country? A church that has healed the black community in America for generations. And then what if I told you that these were just people coming from a gospel concert? Well, depending on who you ask, these may all be true.
There's a lot of singing, yes.
Singers, wonderful voices, and a wonderful ceremony. That's the word.
Every weekend, hundreds of tourists from across Europe and South America flock to Harlem's historically black churches, seeking what some are calling a free show. A front row seat to see the black people do that black thing with God, and what tourist companies are calling a live gospel show. Though some churches have made agreements to benefit financially from welcoming tourists into their pews, some longtime churchgoers are pushing back, objecting to the idea of selling their religion. Some saying, this is like a safari and we're the zebras, and that they only come here to see what they see in the movies. Others voice complaints of distraction. They say the tourists get up and walk out sometimes during the sermon, or they hear a few songs and then they leave, disrupting the environment in the church. And others say that this is their duties as Christians to welcome them into the church. Whether you agree or disagree, I believe it calls into question, what's the future of the black church?